Welcome back, Beowulf Nation. I'm Beowulf, back at it with another one. Woo! Taking out my 2019 Yamaha GP1800R. Cool thing is the bumpers protector, the dock lines, Faraday dry bag. All that can be found on my Amazon store at amazon.com/shop/I'm Beowulf. Same with the Garmin military GPS that I got right there, which we're going to be testing out again in this video. I took the back out. Kind of curious to see what it sounds like with it out. And it definitely makes it give that kind of more aggressive look with having the rear section of the seat out. There's a dry compartment that's stock in there, but I just took that out just in case I didn't want it flying out. I'm just curious to see what it sounds like. The only thing I'm a little worried about is the batteries right there, so water splashing on there. So I'm just curious to see what it is. This isn't going to be a regular riding with this because your battery's right there. He's not too intelligent. But let's do something unintelligent for once. Usually I'm always real intelligent. We'll do something a little crazy. It's calm out. There's really nothing to worry about. As you can obviously hear, it's a little bit louder with the rear section off. Oh man, there's just a lot of debris out. So I had the stock Sponson back in, and with when I was running the Riva Generation 1 intake rate, the fastest I got up to was 77.2. And that's what I did going both directions. And interesting thing is when I go, you've already seen the video, the RXP-X was like 6 miles per hour difference going from one way to the other way. And the most amazing thing is the GP1800R does the same speed, doesn't matter which direction. Ultimate jet ski haul, I have to say, on the market. The crazy thing with some of the mods going on with the SXR, especially it didn't matter if it's stock. The hardest thing riding it is it's like you're riding on ice when you're riding here because the current is so strong, which is underneath. It can be flat like this and it feel like you're on black ice riding it. And you can see what the Sea-Doo has issues too, so it really shows that the current here it's a whole different thing than anywhere I've ever ridden. And I think it's a lot too, it's just how the ocean is, but I mean it's just super strong here. There was actually somebody just south of here on the intercoastal jumped off a couple days ago, not when this video has gone live, but from when I'm recording it right now. Somebody jumped off their boat at night, and then whoever the passenger couldn't get the person, and then they found the person way down with the current pulling them. It's no joke with the current here. It's really strong. You shouldn't be swimming around here unless you have like a life vest on and whatnot, let alone we got alligators and we got bull sharks and poisonous snakes and all that kind of fun stuff. And they're all hungry. They're all hungry. That's why a lot of it, when you see me pitching my head left and right, I'm always looking, spying where an alligator might be, but the alligators are smart here. They kind of hide and you can't be seen. They're pretty intelligent. So I'm interested in seeing what the speed is of this. I'm sending back the intake rate that I installed from Riva Racing because the day they sent it to me is the day they came out with a new one. So I'm like, what the heck? I thought it's getting the newest stuff that's out there, and I get sent something that they don't even sell it anymore. Luckily, they're nice and let me send it back to get something different. Run their new one. I was just kind of worried it's just getting a lot of debris in there sucked up, and I like to take this thing on the ocean. I wouldn't want to get stranded on the ocean because of that. But I don't know. I ran WORX products and been happy, and then the SXR is running Watercross to Texas, and I'm happy with that. So yeah, we'll try it out, but I'm curious to see what it runs today. So I'm on North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Enough chitty chatter, let's let it rip. Woo! What's that?
You gotta let me grab that.
You gotta let me ride that. What's that? Oh, I don't know about right now. This thing's pretty quick. You guys calling it a night?
Yep, I'm about to get a Yamaha.
Really? You don't like Sea-Doo anymore? No, the truth's out.
I already sunk it.
What happened?
I sunk another one.
It already sunk?
I sunk another one.
How did that happen? You were just riding it a couple days ago, weren't you?
I was driving the spark.
Sinking Sea-Doos. What's that?
Sunk on me, the spark.
Oh, the spark did? Did it get a crack in the hull?
It had a crack in the hole.
Man. Sea-Doos. So that kid is like super young. Uh-oh, hopefully he doesn't crash into me. There he goes. I definitely want to get one of those Superjets. That thing would be fun. missing hauls. No, you can tell that the exhaust is louder without having this rear seat on, but I mean, definitely, like I always say, you never should be running with seats off. There's just too much chance of water get back there, and it doesn't matter what brand ski it is, so I just figured just to try it out once. I was curious to see how much louder it was, and yeah, no, the ski is just a blast to ride. Ooh, that's a fun ride. It's always cool running into people. Humid night, but yeah, here's the whole setup. Oh, it looks so good. I love like this time of day. Right before the sun sets, the lighting's just so cool. Really enhances, especially brighter color skis. Really enhances. The sun really grabs the blue, really grabs the yellow, and like darker colors like the grays. Just kind of it's hard to tell. But like I said, all the stuff you can find is on my Amazon store, like the Jettrim bumpers. This thing's really nice. So usually what I do is like rig it up like that. You can adjust the length, and I mount it on hook it rather than a handlebar. I like this one because the best thing about it is it folds up, so it doesn't take up a lot of room, and it's nice of folding up too, like on the hull, because you can see if you're coming to this spot, I have a lot of scrapes, and all these scrapes is from coming to this boat ramp. I like coming here, but I hate the boat ramp here. I think this boat ramp is like one of the worst ones out here to go to, and I always kind of mount on one side, so only one side of the ski gets scuffed up. And it happens the same too on the RXP-X coming here. That's why when the times when I took the stand up here, I would only leave the trailer in the water, because there's absolutely no way of docking it, and it'd get really messed up. And this isn't the best spot of taking the stand up. That's why way down, and this is North Myrtle Beach, so way down to be Myrtle Beach, considered Socrates. Fair amount of distance down south on the intercoastal waterways where I go with that. But this thing's looking cool, and looks different with the seat off. Really looks aggressive, but man, I love this ski. Both of them are really nice. I'm really feeling like the stand-up's probably like my favorite, but definitely all around they're just, it's crazy though, is when you take off the rear section there, how much smaller the seat is than the RXP-X. And RXP-X has a small thing, but actually when you look side to side, this thing's actually a lot more massive in the front than what the GP is. But it's kind of crazy, is like all these things that make you look like they're like scoops and all that, and this actually does absolutely nothing. There's nothing functional about the design. I don't really even know what this really does for the ski, to be honest. Is it like a wing to give it front arrow or something? I'm really not sure. That's more bullet shaped. This is kind of like, I don't know. I actually don't know if this might slow down the ski. Be interesting seeing what it runs taking it off, I guess, but it'll look pretty silly with it off. Seen a lot of people with the Cetus too that have been having problems with these bumpers. Luckily, knock on wood, I've never had any issues. There must be clips that hold it on. That's the one thing I really like about how the design structure, how Yamaha is built, is these are all riveted on. This thing's going absolutely nowhere. And the same with the rear, is there's bolts and rivets. Definitely, I was real happy with doing the black on this. It really enhances this thing up. It looks super sharp. It's just interesting how every manufacturer has a little bit different design. And if you see in the video too, that kid, man, he's had bad luck. He had an RXP-X like mine. The carbon seal went out twice, sunk the ski. And then he had a Spark Trex. I was actually hoping I could ride and do a video with that. And he just said, and I think I just recently seen him riding it on Instagram, and the thing's cracked the hull and sunk. The problem is like the only one that's fiberglass that CDU still makes is the RXP-X, and I really think coming in the 2021 models, I just think they're going to retire this ski. I'd be really shocked if they make one more year of it, because they got kind of like the base model. You can't even buy the GTR-X anymore. The GTR model is not used with the same one, so it's just, I'm really going to be shocked that they're going to probably retire the RXP-X hull, and everything they're going to sell is all going to be the poly, which is plastic. I don't even want to argue with people. Like, don't start arguments when you don't know facts. So yeah, so I don't know, maybe this is gonna be worth more. I was on the fence about possibly selling. I was gonna do a whole video about that. He actually offered too about buying the GP1800R. Everything's always for sale. So I'm not one of those people, like, I don't sell stuff. If the price is right and I feel like it's a good move on me, everything's always for sale. So somebody offers me the money that makes me want to change my mind about selling it, I'm always up to selling it. So just anybody's looking. I know they're harder to get these GP1800Rs right now, even the 2020s. So I'm always open to selling, and it gives me other options of future projects to do on the channel. So my goal is I really like to move down to single trailers. The Jeep can obviously pull it. It just makes a big hassle. I don't like leaving a ski behind anymore. I just don't think it's stuff safe, no matter where you go. And it actually, I find the single trailer is a little bit more funner towing. This is actually, I don't know if you guys can tell in this, but the trailer is wider than the Jeep. It's actually crazy how much wider it is. I don't know, does the camera even show? You can't even see the Jeep. So what makes it hard when you're driving this is you have like little mirrors. So like you don't have a lot of wiggle room on each side riding. And the single trailer, like when I pulled the stand up, piece of cake to pull it. Whew. It was actually, didn't feel like it's behind there. You could still feel this even though this is an aluminum trailer. The skis don't weigh a lot. This thing actually has like over like, I think 8,000 pounds towing capacity. You still kind of feel this thing is behind there being pulled. But it's nice to come back to this spot. I like to change it up. I guess they're still claiming it's a no wake zone at the other end. So it's supposed to change on the 30th, which is tomorrow. So maybe they'll move those things. Yeah, when I went through there, it wasn't flooded. So I don't know why they're not doing stuff. But it's almost the end of the video. Make sure you pick up the I Am Beowulf merch at IamBeowulf.com. Hats, tank top, t-shirts, hoodies. Check it out. Also do give me a follow on Instagram. You can see a lot of stuff different than the YouTube, like cool photos, Instagram stories, that you kind of get a sneak peek before the video is uploaded, because all my videos are about 2 to 3 weeks out when I film them. So you kind of get to see a sneak peek way before video comes out if I'm somewhere or whatnot. So give me a follow at Instagram, IAM_Beowulf. Always make sure to smash the subscribe button. I Am Beowulf on YouTube, and also do have a second YouTube channel which I do other videos too. That's Beowulf Nation. Make sure to check that out and give a subscribe to that channel. Man, whew, this is nice to get out. It's nice, enjoying summer. So that's on the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, Beowulf Nation.